Hello and good morning. Thank you for joining me here. Of course, we're in our lovely coffee shop and we have a view of the fountain and everything in the background. Beautiful trees. Sky is clear for the most part, partly cloudy. I sound like I'm giving you a weather detail, but we've been talking over all these mornings, and we've talked about a whole bunch of stuff. And I kind of want to talk about your feelings. We're going to talk about the fact that your feelings are valid and that someone else doesn't have the right to tell you how to feel. So, a lot of times it comes up with, interactions with people that are narcissists or have something else going on. It's not that, every time that someone is acting stick, narcissistic. Wow, I need some water. um, it doesn't mean that their personality is that they are a narcissist. It's just a trait that they are showing, or they have made a mistake or misjudgment. That doesn't necessarily mean that they are a narcissist. They shouldn't be labeled that. However, there are a lot of times where someone is a narcissist. And if you're like me, insecure, or if you're like me and don't like to speak up and challenge or even defend yourself, it's easy to get caught up with these people that will tell you how you should feel and how you should think and how you think and try to tell you how you think, even though they're wrong. So I actually encountered that earlier this year where someone was like trying to tell me exactly who I am, and they don't even know me. I'm like, how are you gonna tell me who I am? You know nothing about me. You're just making all these like surface level judgments. Um, that's definitely something that a narcissist would do. And then like I've seen it over the course of this year too, where like other people I've had to tell people that their emotions are valid. It may you are able to feel things. You are able to feel the way that you feel, and it's not your fault that you feel those ways. There's something making you feel that way, you know? Um, Whether it be something someone else done or like an interaction with your friend or something and something goes sour and, you know, or if like you're encountering a friend that, is narcissistic, and, you still like them and you like spending time with them, but there's these other unhealthy things that kind of hurt you. You can't let someone else say that because you're feeling sad, upset, mad, confused about something, that it is wrong. Don't let someone tell you that it's wrong. You are entitled to your feelings. Entitled is not really a good word per se, but you your feelings are valid and you are valid, and you should not have to apologize for the way that you feel about things because someone doesn't want to take responsibility or accountability in their actions or their reactions to making you feel that way. Okay, so you are valid, your emotions are valid. Feel those emotions and don't apologize for feeling that way. you know don't cave in. Don't let someone else tell you how you should feel and how you should think, especially whenever it comes to like thinking emotionally. Don't let someone tell you to do that. Don't let someone else tell you you're overreacting, or someone tell you that you're just being dramatic about feeling sad or something like. I get kicked in the shin with someone with steel toe boots. I might react with "ow, my knee," I might even cry a little or something. That's like a physical pain, but there's also emotional pains that can also happen as well. Like being told that I don't know, being broken up with is a pretty hard one. And you're entitled to feel sad after a breakup. You're entitled to feel. You're allowed to feel confused. You are able to be valid in your emotions. It's okay to feel things. Don't let someone else tell you, "Oh, you shouldn't feel this way because they left you, or they didn't want to be with you anymore," for example. No, you can feel sad because someone that you love, or you think you loved, or someone that you were close to, you just lost them. Like they just walked out and kind of left you there. You're able to feel sad and process these emotions. You don't have to listen to someone tell you how you should feel about something, okay? Okay? How I feel right now is I feel like I feel very solid on this, you know? I feel very this is something that is important. That's how I feel right now. It is important for me to say this because not everyone knows this, or not everyone acknowledges this, or someone like may not even be thinking about it, or it may change your perspective on things because, you know, a lot of times we encounter people that want to tell us how we should be feeling or how we should do things or etc etc etc. No. No. Obviously there are times when people react poorly or, you know, don't cope in a proper way. Those are a little bit separate from your emotions, and because you have emotions is not a problem. And people that are narcissistic or people that don't understand, you know, things like that, they won't understand. And it's okay to be emotional. It's okay to be an emotional being, and it's healthy to express emotions. And then, you know, you find ways to cope, and, you know, you do therapy and talk with your therapist or counselor, or, you know, and just embrace those feelings and process those emotions, those thoughts, and just don't let someone tell you that your emotions are false or that they're wrong or anything. Okay? I am advocating for you, for yourself. I am advocating for you guys. So you don't have to go through the things that I've seen other people go through and the things that I went through. Like, I was in a relationship with a narcissist and manipulator for a while, you know? And I'm not saying that you know, I haven't showed those traits myself, you know, at times out of reactions and stuff like that, you know, but, you know, I was with a serious one, and I've had to learn these things that, you know, my reactions, you know, don't or the way that I feel or the way that I handle things doesn't define me as a person or necessarily like my personality type if I don't have the coping mechanisms to cope in the way that I should be coping. So there's like a little bit there's a lot that could be discussed about this, but, you know, for example, me, I didn't grow up with parents, I didn't grow up with like good role models or anything like that. So I didn't know a good example for coping mechanisms to be put into place to deal with someone that's manipulative and narcissistic and like ultimately hateful, and you know, I didn't know how to deal with that. I didn't know how to deal with like the proper response for someone putting me down all the time, you know? And, you know, and I was constantly told that, you know, I shouldn't feel this way, etc., etc., etc. And eventually in my relationship, I felt like I was supposed to be like a robot. I wasn't supposed to have any emotions. I do what you tell me, and I feel what you tell me, or I just feel nothing at all, you know? That's not healthy, and that's not good for you guys. Even if you feel something like that in a friendship or whatever, you're not a robot. You're a person. Animal. I mean, technically, we're all animals, right? There's animals and non-human animals. Anyways, whole other thing. But don't don't feel like you have to toss your emotions out. It's not good. And don't let anyone tell you that you have to live like a robot, that you have to live like a machine. And you shouldn't have to accommodate with someone's misunderstanding or someone's disregard for your emotions. You don't have to. Don't. You got this. I love you. Mwah. And please feel free to leave a comment and, you know, share this to someone who needs to hear this. And I hope that you'll come back and we can talk about more stuff, and I can continue to help you guys out a little bit with these conversations, give you a little food for thought on some things. And if you want to challenge what I have to say, please feel welcome to, But this is a conversation. We're here for coffee and a good time, and reflections. And anyways, you are valid. Your emotions are valid. Don't let someone to tell you how to think. I'm gonna give you another kiss. See ya.